Cool. Hello and welcome to another Sports Ball with Palmer. Uh, Today, on this episode, I will be talking about and recapping the Braves' weekend series against the Philadelphia Phillies, in which they just narrowly avoided a sweep, winning yesterday on Sunday Night Baseball. And then I will be looking ahead to their series against the Chicago Cubs, as well as the Seattle Mariners, as they continue this road trip, finishing it up here in Chicago. It was honestly not a good series. Now, again, I know Philly, they're obviously in first place. They're really good. They have one of the best records in the National League for a reason. So I knew it wasn't going to be an easy series. But was still kind of hoping maybe they could get it split and just again finish this season strong. But boy, was and Friday night especially, and not in a good way. Kyle Schwarber had 4 home runs on, Thursday's game, because it was a 4-game series. In Thursday's game, in a Phillies absolute pummeling of the Braves and a 19-4 loss. Yeah, just Philly straight took it to the Braves, and the game started good. Braves jumped out 3-run first inning. You're thinking, oh hey, maybe this game will be just a little different, and then it fell off the rails. Philly answered right away with a 5-run first, and Schwarber had his first of his eventual 4 home runs in that inning, and then they added 1 in the third, 6 in the fourth, 3 in the fifth. The Braves scored then their last run in the 6th, and then the Phillies added 3 more in the 7th and 1 more in the 8th, just for good measure, because it's it's like that classic meme, like, stop hitting him, he's already dead. Like, yeah, the Braves were already dead at that point. It was just like, oh, okay, 1 more, all right, okay, thanks. Cal Quantrill is the one that got the start. I believe he's been DFA'd, but boy, he did not look good. So just that game, horrible all the way around. Friday's game was a lot closer, as they only lost 2-1. Bryce Elder went 7 innings and actually looked really solid in this start. And he only gave up 1 run over those 7 innings. So he put the Braves in a position to win Friday night. Offense just obviously didn't come through. They only scored 1 run. But again, this was just a rough series. The offense and again, you're seeing the pitching injuries. Not that they haven't caught up to them, but you're just seeing the fact that they don't have anyone pitching right now that was on the opening day rotation. Although, now, I say that with a caveat, at least going into that game. Now, Saturday, they got Chris Sale back. I wasn't expecting too much from that start, but you finally got your ace back. Now, again, it's kind of, you don't want to overwork him. You don't want to potentially risk another injury, him re-aggravating that injury and potentially missing the rest of the season and potentially significant time next year. But I trust that they're going to monitor that and not overwork him. Like, he'll most likely have either a pitch count limit or an innings limit. Like, he might only go 5 innings per start, and then they pull him no matter how he's doing. Or obviously, if he's doing rough, they'll probably pull him sooner. But like if he's going good, it's probably not going to matter. They might pull him after 5 innings. I can easily see that. Now, obviously, they haven't made any announcement about that, but that's just me speculating on what they might do with Chris Sale. Like again, now, like I said, this was a rough game, but Chris Sale was not bad on Saturday, making his return. He did go 6 innings in his return, only gave up 1 run. So again, he was solid. And it looked like the Braves would win. This game did go into extra innings, and they took a lead. I mean, only a 2-1 lead, but they did take the lead there in the 10th, and it looked like they would hold on. They did pull Iglesias, Iggy, and it was a little confusing why they pulled him. But because and they pulled him after 8 pitches, which was really confusing. And after the 9th, and didn't send him back out for the 10th. I mean, again, especially after the Braves had taken the lead, but they pulled him, and then, well, Trey Turner walked it off for the Phillies, and they won 3-2. So, and then Brian Snit came out after the game and said, well, he was kind of saving him for potentially Sunday night, and it was like, okay. Now, you kind of praise him. It's like, well, this kind of semi turned out to be a genius move because, well, Sunday, the Braves ended up winning. And they won 3-1 in the 9th on Drake Baldwin's go-ahead home run. And then Iggy came in and shut it down there in the 9th inning. So, hey, whatever. Well, and then again, and Drake Baldwin didn't even get the start in this game. He was pinch hitter. He came in to pinch hit. And boy, did he come through. But man, they really. And Sean Murphy has been struggling in August. So has Marcell Ozuna. Drake Baldwin needs to be playing every day. And it's not just. And again, I get it because, okay, especially in Fridays, Saturdays, and Sundays game, it was 3 lefties for the Phillies. And I can understand with Baldwin being a lefty, trying to protect him against lefties, especially like in his rookie year. I mean, obviously, if he's going to do something with his career, he's going to have to hit lefties. But he is also hitting .325. Now, kind of caveat, only 59 plate appearances. So you can see that they have been, obviously, with only 59 plate appearances, they're protecting him against lefties. But he needs to be playing every day. Now, again, I get it, catcher. He's not going to play every day, but at least 5 days a week, because he's going to get, especially as a catcher, he's going to get at least 1 day off a week. And obviously, like, I'm not complaining about that. Like, it's hard to catch every single game every week. Like, you need days off. But they need it because it obviously not just benefits him because he gets that playing time, gets used to playing. And I'm not saying he's having a bad season, so don't hear what I'm not saying. But he should be playing every day. And also, it benefits the Braves because if he finishes, like, he has a good chance to win NL Rookie of the Year. And obviously, even if he doesn't win, as long as he finishes, I believe it's top 5, like, or even, I'm pretty sure it's top 5. If he finishes top 5, the Braves will get a draft pick in next year, a compensation draft pick in next year's draft. So it benefits the Braves to be playing Drake Baldwin every single day. So they need to start playing him every single day. And again, like I mentioned, Chris Sale is back from the IL. So glad to see that. You got your ace back. And then also, Hurston Waldrop continues to be really solid. Now, again, just with him, he isn't going to have, like, he can still win, like, like Braves rookie or pitcher of the month. He can win, like, MLB pitcher of the month or NL pitcher of the month awards just because he didn't get called up until August. So he's really not going to have a chance to be in that conversation for rookie of the year, which would be awesome because the Braves could potentially, like, and I'm not saying he should have been called up earlier, but to have two guys potentially be in the conversation for rookie of the year is really great. He finishes August with a 1.01 ERA. He has just been really solid. And now in this start, like, obviously he was good, but he hadn't really gone up against the top offenses. And so in this game that he pitched on yesterday, against the Phillies, this was the first time he was really going up against a quality, a top, 10, top 15 offense in the league. And then Phillies are definitely top 10 in the National League. But a top tier offense, and sheesh. Like, again, it took them until the ninth to win it, but he only went 5 2/3. He did have 4 walks, but 9 strikeouts. Like, the walks is a little bit concerning, especially having 4. But again, he got into the 6th. Like, just he has been so solid for this Braves pitching staff when they really need a guy to go out there every 5th day and really give them a chance to win. And he has done that for them. So I am looking forward to see. And at this point, again, I keep saying that this is a lost season for the Braves. But at this point, you're kind of looking more at individual, English is my second language, individual performances and performers. Like, I want to see what Drake Baldwin does here in the last month. I want to see Hurston Waldrop continue to pitch well and be one of those guys to be in the mix, to be in the pitching rotation next season. So, and obviously I want to see Acuna stay healthy. So it's more about watching individual performances and performers than it is as a team. Now, I still want the Braves to win. I want them to play a little bit spoiler, but that's just what I am looking for as the Braves finish off this season. Now they will, again, continue the road trip here in Chicago as they take on the Chicago Cubbies today, tomorrow, and Monday, and then they will have an off day on Thursday before they come home to start a 9-game homestand against the Seattle Mariners, the Cubs again, and they'll play the Cubs again, and then the Houston Astros. But again, just looking specifically at the Cubs series, today you have Spencer Strider getting the start, and then tomorrow will be Joey Wentz, and then Wednesday will be Bryce Elder. And then I missed who it was, sorry. But then it'll be Shota Imanaga going for the Cubs tomorrow, and then Cade Horton going for the Cubs on Wednesday. Now, the Cubs are, well, it doesn't look like they'll end up winning the Central, and they've kind of faded here a little bit the last couple weeks. So you can keep, if you take this series, you can kind of keep them from winning the division, but they're more fighting and trying to have that top wild card spot and host that wild card series in Wrigley. But so if you can take 2 out of 3, I mean, great. Don't completely like the pitching, at least on the Braves side. I mean, Shota has kind of struggled, but he's still really good. He's their ace. Although Cade Horton has pitched more like the ace recently, and he's a rookie, he's also in the conversation for NL Rookie of the Year with Drake Baldwin. And Horton has been fantastic, especially lately. So those are their 2 best pitchers. So at least win today to potentially avoid a sweep. But I mean, if they're going to get one of them, I think it's Shota tomorrow too. Just because again, he hasn't put like obviously like you look at his season stats, like he's 8-6, he has a 3.08 ERA. So like solid, but he has struggled a little bit recently. So and obviously the Cubs as a team aren't coming into this series playing their best ball. I mean, other than losing that series to the Phillies, like the Braves have been playing pretty decent ball here lately. So like truly, at least like if you look at their last series, because the Cubs lost their last series, like neither team is coming in to this series like based off their last series playing really good ball. But I think the Braves take 2 out of 3 in Chicago. I think they'll end up then losing Wednesday to Cade Horton. I mean, like I said, I just like Joey Wentz has been decent, but you know, he's not Chris Sale, he's not Hurston Waldrop. And then you get Bryce Elder on Wednesday, who is okay, but obviously if everyone was healthy, I don't think even Hurston would, but he wouldn't be in this rotation. So, well, neither Wentz or Elder probably would be in this rotation. So, but I will say the Braves take 2 out of 3 from the Cubbies in Chicago. So, I look forward to seeing that. But hey, we are now officially in September, as today is September 1st. So, hey, happy Labor Day to everyone. I do also want to apologize for kind of getting this video out a little bit later. I was spending time with some friends and family today. So, this video is coming out a little bit later than I initially thought or kind of semi-planned, but I'm still able to get this episode out. I appreciate everyone for watching. On my next episode, I'm going to recap the Royals weekend series against the Detroit Tigers and preview their series against the Los Angeles Angels. So I hope you tune in to that episode. And to make sure you know when that episode airs, please click on the little notification bell so you are notified when I post new episodes. Please like and subscribe as well and share the video. Thank you for watching. I hope you do have a great Labor Day, and I hope you are having a great Labor Day weekend as well. Hopefully spending some quality time with your friends and family, whether at the lake or just even at home. I hope you guys out there are having a great Labor Day weekend and a great Labor Day. And with that, also real quick, I just want to thank everyone that has served, because this is what Labor Day is about. It's about remembering our military. So I want to just give a shout out. Thank you to everyone that has served in the military for this country, and thank you to everyone that has given their life in defense of this country, so that way you can enjoy the great freedoms that we enjoy here in the United States. So, once again, thank you. And with that, I'm sign off and go Braves.